I don't even give a fuck that they didn't put my name in here. I've only shit on the game for the past fucking 2 months, 3 months. Where I draw the line in the sand, they tried to take credit for the game's success. When a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for players. What? I don't know if this guy's out of touch or if he doesn't have fucking internet. Brother, your team, your talented team, they did not do shit to cause this.
What are these motherfuckers doing? Good everyone. Today's video, shit, that goes my fucking earphone. Today's video, I want to cover the Jynxzi drama and how it's evolved. Because if you remember right, there was some drama with how Supercell was crediting the game's success to the developer team. But now in recent, with a tiny update, we finally have the CEO coming out to apologize for that and how, you know, the respective credit does go to where it belongs. But anyway, real quick, just some of the drama. It also started right here when Jynxzi, you know, posted a screenshot of the blog post from Supercell talking about how the game blew up. I think it was like an anniversary, and they want you to be like, you know, guys, Clash Royale has gone really far. But they pinned the credit of the game blowing up to the wrong people, because he says, you know, probably the biggest spin in the face I've ever seen. But you know, directly read it and zoom in real quick. Last year, I think this was written by the CEO of Supercell, quote unquote, the CEO, written by him. But I think like this is like the most PR written thing ever. Like it sounds like really like fakely positive, if you know what I mean. Last year, I called Brawl Stars growth historic. Now I want to say that word again for Clash Royale. Royale's re-engaged players doubled. New players grew almost 500%. Every major measure of playtime and engagement grew significantly. And maybe most importantly, Clash Royale once again became the game to play with friends around the world. It felt like 2016 again. It's really been whatever. I want you to take a moment to celebrate this because what happens of celebrating a game approaching its 10th year didn't just hold on, it exploded. This is what gets bad. That's extraordinarily rare in our industry. It's proof of what's possible when a talented team, nobody else, relentlessly focus on making things better for players. The obvious question, what did the team do? So I want you, how do you say that name, the general manager of Clash Royale, and came away energized by what he shared. Now, when the first time I read that, I realized, you know, this sounds like you know, PR written, but it sounds like it's trying to like avoid, you know, mentioning like fucking big people like Jynxzi, because you know, truth be told, me personally, I didn't hear jack shit about Clash Royale post 2015 and pre 2024 whenever like Jynxzi blew it up. Because bro, that game was dead, and you have nobody else to applaud apart from Jynxzi and maybe like other people. I think Jynxzi blew it up, but you know, of course, there are maybe like other people like Bobby and his friends, you know, who like made like the community even bigger by joining like the community again. But bro, there were people who fucking like left their channels, their communities, you know, playing Clash Royale, and then they came back because Jynxzi fucking blew it up, bro. My god, how I will mention right now, I know that Jynxzi loves Clash Royale, or you know, he plays heavily. But I do know that in recent, you know, he's been watching like videos on Clash Royale and how he's been like going downhill in recent because, you know, of dumb shit like, you know, like hero cards, fucking pay to win bullshit, you know, they have to like fucking like gambling, like loot boxes, all that shit that gives you like a way big advantage than anything else. So I know he's a big fan of the game, but you know, in recent it's been going downhill with dumb shit made by the dev team. So what do you think it looks like, you know, when the big people like him aren't even mentioned once, and instead all that applaud goes to the dev team, which community fucking, you know, hates for making the game worse in recent. I think the PR, I don't think the CEO fucking like even made himself. I think the PR team was worried about like mentioning Jynxzi because they know that right now he doesn't have a high opinion of like the dev team. So if they mention him being like, you know, thank you Jynxzi, that would look like, you know, oh, thank you Jynxzi, we know you fucking hate the game right now, but you know, we're gonna put your wisdoms to your side. You know, we'll boost you up. That's it. You fucking what you have to say about making the game worse, we don't really care about. You know, just thank you. That's it. But even mentioning him once and, you know, kind of like sidestepping the criticisms, I think that would look better than, you know, fucking this approach, which is the way it was. But again, Jynxzi fucking popped off from this in his stream. Because again, it's just really insulting.
It was not just me. It was me, Riley, Ken, Mo. I mean, so many creators that made the game better. Royale. I mean, the list goes on of how many people brought eyes to the game. So it's not just me. I don't even give a fuck that they didn't put my name in here. I expected them to not put my name in here. I didn't care either way because I've only shit on the game for the past fucking.
That's what I mean, bro. I think it would have looked bad. Again, is way better. But I think it would have looked bad if they brought up Jynxzi, even though people associate Jynxzi with Clash Royale. But any fan that knows like 1% more than the average viewer, they know that he shits on Supercell or the dev team that's been making Clash Royale even worse. So I think that was like the weird dichotomy that you balance. But they balanced it. They balanced it in the worst way possible.
3 months since Heroes got implemented, which I'll do 1,000 times. I've only shit on the game, and I said exactly what's going to happen to the game. I don't care that they didn't bring up my name. I don't give a fuck. Where I draw the line in the sand is when they tried to take credit for the game's success.
That's true. Also, again, to even like reinforce that, like I feel like a PR team wrote this. Whenever like something blows up in a company, the first people are credited as like the internal people at the like developers. Whenever a fucking game pops off, regardless of who made fucking big, they never mention those streamers. They're like, oh, our developers, they worked really hard. Because again, PR people, they're smart in their own way, but they're really fucking dumb. Like, they don't really know like the big people that fucking like make the product popular. Like, bro, it's the same shit. Like, imagine like if Fortnite, back when it was blowing up, 2018, 2019, whatever. If they never mentioned Ninja, I think that would have been possible because these fucking people that work in companies like this are really fucking dumb and they could fucking like be completely blind to what makes the game fucking blow up.
Read the lines. It's proof of what's possible when a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for players. What? None of the creators, none of the streamers, none of the YouTubers, none of the TikTokers. That's who's getting the credit. The team that
also, okay, real quick, I'm gonna quick spoil of the show. From the new like updated blog post, it felt like really rushed. Cause bro, I think this drama, okay, to be fair, like this first part, it's quite a bit old, 3 years ago, but like they rushed out this new updated blog post in a matter of days. And even then, like it felt rushed because it was made very quickly. And also, they just mentioned Jynxzi. I know he's the top dog, but like bro, you could have mentioned like 2 other people as well, like Bobby or Riley, who gave the game some love.
Murdered the game? Are you fucking stupid? So I literally say this in this reply here. This guy right here, Sad Raptor, says that's hilarious to not even mention you. And then my response was, mind you, he gave credit to the team that was responsible for killing the game. I don't know if this guy's out of touch or if he doesn't have fucking.
I don't agree if it was a CEO because I feel like shit like this, it just feels like it's fucking made by PR team.
Internet, or if.
Also, bro, again, it's not a signature. It's a fucking like a random ass blog post on the company website. Some intern wrote this, bro. Clearly,
the only thing he's updated on is fucking board meetings or whatever. Brother, your team, your talented team, murdered the game. They killed the game. They did not do shit to cause this. If this was the result of the talented team, you would have saw explosive numbers in years prior. But guess what? You fucking didn't! After reading what the fucking CEO
that's so funny. Again, this looks really cringy. On one side, because of being just fucking invested in the game. Bro, bear in mind. Imagine like blowing up a game massively, seeing the fucking developers be like really fucking dumb to like not actually like fix the game, and going past that numerous times, and then still being fucking like sidelined for the people who you believe like is ruining the game. But that would piss off anybody, bro.
I hope the game fucking dies, but then it's like I don't, because there's so many amazing creators on that game, and let alone that. Amazing human beings that I've...
Yeah, bro, okay. I'll stop one last time. Imagine like fucking like sticking around a game that is dog shit, and it's being fucking... You're being spammed the face by developers, but you stick around because you have like a nice community of people. Like, bro, there are motherfuckers who are streamers or have like a streaming schedule or make videos or whatever. There are people who like rely financially on this game, but like they actually like grit their teeth every single day because they know the game's getting no love from developers, and it's slowly being made worse just for profit, either for profit or by just sheer stupidity by developers.
Bet on the game where it's like, I don't want the game to die for them. But my God, this company is fucking horrible. Like, literally horrible. I mean, it's proof of what's possible when a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for the players. That team solely killed the game. What are you saying? Like, what are you even saying?
So I'll pause here. That's in the clip. And of course, we have one of the fucking biggest people on Twitch, vocally being like that, just fucking yelling it on camera, right? The backlash was immense, clearly, bro. So then the CEO, I'm not gonna fucking say his name, bro, but he updated the blog post. If we just zoom in real quick, I'll read his fucking tweet actually real quick. Update my blog post with something I should have included from the beginning. Proper recognition of Royale creators whose passion from tournaments to content to community building was central to the game's best year ever. That's on me and me alone. I'm sorry. Again, from what I said before, I think it was more a fault of the PR team, whatever. But yeah, that is new part saying, since the blog was posted on 10th February, I've seen the reaction to the Clash Royale section. I want to address it directly. In short, I fail to acknowledge the role that creators, pro players, and the broad community play in Clash Royale's resurgence. That was my mistake, no one says. And it runs counter to everything I believe about them. That, I think he made the right move by correcting it, but bro, when you run shit even longer and you have to make a new update, your statements or these blog posts, they sound really fake. Being oh yeah guys, we want to credit ourselves. That's it. Pound the back and then be like, guys, we're so sorry. This fuck up, this colossal fuck up. It's on us. It's on me. Bro, it just sounds fake as shit, bro. Bro, motherfuckers give shit on streamers, bro. But I think shit like this that's written by a fucking PR machine. It was even fucking worse, in my opinion. The intent was never to diminish anyone's contribution, but intent doesn't matter when the impact is real. I understand why it hurts, and that's on me. For 25, we saw creators self-organized tournaments, celebrating Royale through art and memes, and reminding millions of people around the world why Clash Royale is special. Creators like Jynxzi, they're mentioning him now, return to the game with incredible passion, investing their own time, money, and energy into bringing Clash Royale back to cultural relevance, and losing many new players, including some of the biggest names in streaming, to the game. That kind of love, yeah bro, that's I'm sorry. I've seen motherfuckers like Kais and Ad, fucking Agent, and Flight hop in the game, when otherwise they would never give a shit at all, bro. There are people who play the game, the people who take the whole career to Clash Royale, but even on the offside, even for bigger even other big streamers, have hopped onto it because of Jynxzi and just the whole community being made by him. That kind of love for Royale can be taken for granted and deserves to be acknowledged loudly and clearly. See, bro, here's the issue. When you make a new update to a blog post with shit saying shit that's very obvious. No, bro, he made it seem it's very fucking obvious and clear. But then you're just then what? Why not mention in the first place? It sounds really fake now to be guys, how could we have missed it? It's clearly thanks to the creators. God, it's so dumb. And bro, think about now. Now the spitting in the face has gone from Jynxzi to now the developers being actually no, fuck them. It was creators. It was thanks to them that the game blew up. It just seems like a new layer of fakeness on top. Yeah, overall, I'm glad I made a correction, but I think in the future, but okay, this is a very simple solution. In the future, when you're making blog posts celebrating the game, and you feel you have to make an important mention, don't have fucking PR teams write blog posts or statements like this. Have the actual developers, bro. Not them specifically, but other teams, have people who actually care about the game, because then they know, who they have to sing specifically. Because bro, again, it would seem more authentic, but also more importantly, they would know who to credit better. They know who to credit more, and also as well, it would look less cringy, giving a pat on the back, which it never looks good at all.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?